What's going on, guys? Thought I'd do a little sort of vlog style walk with me today, a bit of an update on my life and everything that's been going on and my plans, and yeah, just thought I'd give you an update. So yeah, let's do this. Currently in London, as you can see, Bermondsey, that's where I live. I moved here not long ago, probably only a couple of months ago, and truth be told, I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't like it when I started. I didn't like it when I first lived here. Found the hustle and bustle too much. You know, I came from a place near, Tunbridge Wells, which is quiet. It's like a countryside type area-ish with a town in it. And it's much quieter, and I found it a hard transition coming here. It's so busy, I just went into a coffee shop just then and it was just jam-packed, and I just wanted to sit there and plan my goals and stuff like that. So found a bit of a hard transition, but anyway, here we go, here we are. It's noisy, but I'm loving it now, and the reason that I'm loving it is because I feel like it's pushing me further and making me grow. I don't live a luxury lifestyle here, without bragging, even though I could. I earn very good money now. I pay myself a good wage. I leave a lot reinvested back in the business, but the company's making good money now, a lot would consider a lot of money. But I live in a room, and I did that out of choice. Me and my girlfriend did that out of choice, just to keep saving, keep reinvesting, living way below our means, listening to a lot of people like Alex Hormozy, listening to below our means, so that in 5 to 10 years' time we can live any life that we want. That's the plan. So now, obviously, we still go on nice holidays, still go out for, £300 meals like the other day, but generally, I'm living really below my means compared to what I could be doing. So yeah, here we are, London, and it's, as I say, I feel like it's pushing me mentally, the resilience to live below my means here and to put up with the noise and the stress and the hustle and bustle is making me work harder. It's making me realise what's possible and just pushing me further. The uncomfortableness of it is actually pushing me. I think the comfort zone is quite a scary place to be. So yeah, anyway, good. So that's London. But yeah, what most of you follow me for here is probably business stuff. So let's talk about business stuff. So at the moment, my full focus pretty much is on my e-commerce companies. So I've got an e-commerce company. We sell in the USA and we sell in the UK. And we're having some pretty record-breaking months now. We seem to have hit a level where we're spending a lot more than we used to. Cash flow can be a bit of a nightmare, and I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. It annoys me that I don't see enough cash flow in the business, because there's always cash being reinvested, whether it's sitting in the Amazon account, whether it's sitting in stock, whether it's on the way to the prep centres getting sent out. There's a lot of stock sitting around always when you're building a stock-based business like selling on Amazon or e-commerce in general, where funds are held in the Amazon accounts. I've got about 14 grand just sitting, about 16 grand, something like that, just sitting in the Amazon accounts. I've got tens and tens of £1,000s worth of stock in Amazon, and my prep centres as well. So yeah, it's just that bit I find quite hard, I'm not going to lie. However, we are having record-breaking months, and when you're growing a business, any business, whether it's stock or staff you're spending the money on, software, there's going to be cash flow stuff. I wouldn't say it's a cash flow issue, because we've got plenty of cash reserves in the business. It's more of like, we've made loads of profit. Where is the profit? And the profit is still in the business. It's reinvesting always back into the business. So anyway, that's quite hard. However, we're having record-breaking months. I think last month we did over 80,000 in total from both, and I think the last month before did about 75. So it's growing nicely. Obviously, we're on summer slowdown at the moment, so it's probably going to be a case of this month and next month might be lower. I don't know. But guys, I've done that by just pushing and growing out my comfort zone and just never ever stopping launching products. I launch products all the freaking time, all the time, and I've hired 2 new team members in the last 6 weeks, all working around the world. So I think I've got about 7 VAs working for me, most of them directly, a couple of them indirectly, but they do still work for me, but I share them with other people, like 2 other people. So yeah, we're having record-breaking months, and long may it continue, you know. Obviously, I want to get to 7 figures soon, but I'm more worried about the profit. There's a lot of 7-figure sellers that don't make much profit. I've always consistently held that profit high, that margin, as high as possible. Yeah. So that's the e-commerce side of things. And then I've got the social media company, which is more just all my media stuff. You know, where I've got a couple of sponsors and all that sort of stuff, that good jazz. And that's sort of where my passion lies, you know, in a lot of ways. I love my e-commerce company, and don't get me wrong, it is my favourite thing to do. So launching products is one of my favourite things to do. But I also think that my skill set lies in communication. My skill set lies in, I might be wrong on this, the media side of things. I've always envisioned myself of having a big podcast, having a big YouTube channel, whatever. And I have no doubt in my mind in the slightest that one day I will get there. But I haven't committed the infrastructure and the finances and the resources at the moment to do it. But I absolutely could. So that's something that's always on my mind. But anyway, always getting more refined with that stuff and pushing that. And then, but yeah, as I say, the e-commerce is the main focus at the moment. But you can pretty much probably only really do one thing at a time, can't you? You know, that's what I've sort of learned. You can only really focus on one thing at a time. I mean, I do more than one thing, but what I mean is really focus on one thing at a time. And I mean, like, focus on the systems, focus on the operations, focus on scaling it up, focus on raising finance, focus on being the best in the industry. I think you can really only do that. So if I deployed my current resources and my time and my effort into my media side of stuff, I think that would detract from the success that I'm having from building my brand in the UK and the goals that I've got for that. So, which, by the way, we're making big progress on. We're going more high-end now. I'm starting to launch really high-end products now. So yeah, that's taken a lot of planning, a lot of meetings, a lot of suppliers that I've had to get, but it's all looking good. My hair's blowing. That's silly. Hope you can hear me all right. This guy just decides not to put an indicator on. Indicator would be a good idea. See how we're going. So look at me, such a hard man. Yeah, and then also I am actually also starting an advertising agency, an advertising PPC agency with someone very well known in this space. And I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to solve a lot of cash flow. Once again, not issues, but cash flow things that I have in my mind, because that's much less of a cash flow reinvestment type business, although we're going to hire staff from the off for that agency to make sure that it's running as well as it can be without us as much. There's a lot more profit left over in that business because you have to reinvest in stock. So I'm looking forward to starting that agency. But yeah, apart from that, we've got Greece at the end of the month. I've just come back from Portugal. Took my mum away for her birthday, me and my sisters. Off to Greece at the end of the month with my girlfriend. Booked my first ever business class flight ticket with that. Let me know if anyone does that, if you can get the business lounge. Apparently you can get a business lounge when you travel business class. Let me know. I paid £2 for them flights, so this isn't me bragging, because I got it on the Amex card. I paid £2 for business class flights for me and my girlfriend to go to Greece and back. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. But guys, how are you? Let me know in the comments below. And when you let me know, don't just comment. You know, let me know who you are. How do I know you? How do you know me? Do I know you? Have I met you in person? Let me know. And give me a summary of how things are going for you. Whether it's Amazon, whether it's business, whether it's life, or whether you follow me in some other way. Just let me know. I want to be a bit more engaging with the content here. So, don't know what that was. Anyway, guys, make sure you like, follow, subscribe. I'll see you soon.